I am Charlie. I am 9033 Mech Lead, and I'm going to do an overview of the CAD and keep it under 5 minutes. Definitely, for sure. All right, first we'll do quickly how the bot functions. We have an under the bumpers intake, into an indexer, into an intermediate or knocking wheel that holds it while we roll up the shooter or spin up the shooter, and then we shoot. Our main unique thing is that we use linear actuators here so that we can climb and so that we can score into the amp by extending these up and then tilting our shooter like so and shooting down into the amp. So that's our main thing, I would say. That's kind of our special sauce, using these new linear actuators and 180-degree gearboxes from Rev. We're pretty excited. We got those recently, as you saw in the Open Alliance post. Okay, I'm trying to keep this under 5 minutes. I should go. So here we go. This is the most custom part, I would say. This is, we have these plates and these standoffs and whatnot. These will probably be 3D printed, maybe SLS or something, because currently it's some random fancy washer from McMaster that happens to fit this other random spacer from McMaster. Powered by a Neo 550 into a just one reduction. We'll probably do a 5-to-1 there to give it a little bit more torque. And then we have gears into here, 1-to-1, and then pulleys up here into another pulley that goes over here. Then this is thrifty 1x1 tubing bushing blocks, but extended for the 1-inch side of 2x1 tubing. So we just need to get different screws for that. Then up into this indexer, which reroutes the note. And if we see, it just kind of, as it comes out of the intake, it comes up into this intermediate wheel, which is awfully nice. So then the intermediate wheel will grasp it and hold it up here. And then we can aim wherever we want to whatever angle we need to, and then shoot. So pretty basic, but pretty good. This is another just one stage Neo 550. This is hex shaft coupled to another hex shaft. Over here, we are using Neo Vortexes because they have these through shafts, and then we have these little 3D printed standoff spacer things into lots of shaft collars, but into these pulleys that then power these wheels. We're using 3-inch wheels. As you saw in the OA post, we don't know exactly what wheels we're going to use. We're going to try Coulson's. We're going to try 40A stealth wheels. Stealth wheels have gone completely out of stock, so we only have 40A to work with if we want to do stealth wheels until like mid-February. But we're going to try a hard durometer and a soft durometer and see which we like better. I think hard durometer is going to work better because that's what most people use. Lastly, we have the hinge. So we have a encoder here to figure out what angle we're at. We have a Neo into a 1 to 125 max planetary gearbox on either side, on both sides. That goes to an axle here into a thrifty hex hub and the 90-degree bar box. So keeps it nice and compact. Then when we want to climb, we have very similar to amp scoring. We go like this and we extend the linear actuators as well. Kind of like that, although higher. And we go into the chain, then we move this down, and then we go and we move this down, and then hopefully we're climbed and off the ground. If the weight distribution doesn't work, we can maybe add some weights or move things around, but generally we're hoping that it works. These climbers are very alpha. We don't know if we want spikes. We don't know if we want these carabiners that are here. So we're going to do lots of prototyping in FDM, and then we'll do some SLS final versions once we're happy with the design. Yeah, this is going to be laser cut aluminum, we think, or plasma cut, whatever it is. And this is all custom acrylic, or we'll probably do polycarbonate because it's better. And that's it. We're using fast pinions on the swerve. We have a 27.5 by 32-inch chassis. And all the electronics will go under here. And we're going to use a metal belly pan that has yet to be designed, but will be designed imminently. And that's about it. And I think hopefully I kept that under 5 minutes.